Alarm goes off at 7 and you start a time.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Little Shop of Horrors vlog. But right now we're transitioning into going from home to rehearsal. So got my trusty sidekick Ryan here, and before you see anything else with the vlog, you're going to hear a few words from our cool leads of the cast. Boom!
Hi, my name is James Smythe, and I play Seymour Krelborn in MUS's Little Shop of Horrors, coming in somewhere around early March. I should figure out when that is. Anywho, Michael told me to give a little basic information about myself, the character, how I get into characters, stuff like that. So I thought I'd start with some stuff about me as a person. This is my first time in a lead role, and I've never really done something like this. I have been in one show where I danced and sung on stage, and that was it. I'm not the biggest theater guy, but the role kind of works for me as Seymour, because it's a guy who sort of is meek, doesn't do anything, and sits right there. And I'm really good at doing that. So if I just access a little part of me that doesn't do much, I can be that. Now later in the show, I start yelling at plants and other people, and then I start doing stuff. And those scenes are really nice to rehearse in short succession, because you really start voice cracking because you yell at the plant a lot, and you just get... It's a nice way to get anger out, but it's terrible for your voice. Where was I going with that? Anywho, I was talking about me. That is a flag in my room that says shrimp on it. I'm passionate about that. There's a illustration in my room right there. That is actually Don Quixote and Sancho. Well, shout out to Man of La Mancha right there. I only realized that halfway through the show that was in my room. And I think that's pretty neat. A little bit about the character. Let's see. I basically am the character, to an extent. Everyone's got that little part of themselves where they don't really want to do much. They want to sit back and watch and sort of be Seymour in their own way. But I've more or less been that way my whole life. A quiet observer who sometimes does things. And if I can be that and just put that out on the stage for a little bit, it's really easy to get into that character. It's not a difficult thing to do for me. And getting into any other character would be pretty hard. I mean, I played a different character this fall, and he was all British and stuff, and I mean, it was kind of fun to do the accent and all that, but finding his character was difficult, and I looked like a dweeb on stage. A good dweeb, but a dweeb nonetheless. And being Seymour is a dweeb with purpose, because you're a dweeb, but you're your own dweeb. I don't really know where I was going with any of this. Michael told me to make a video. I was really late doing it. Come see the show.
Hey there, this is Sam Payne. I'm playing Mr. Mushnick in Little Shop of Horrors. So, the way that I get into character, there are 3 steps. The first step is I get in the proper voice of Mr. Mushnick. In this show, we all have different, very odd voices. And mine is a, bit deeper. It's very Jewish. It's very stereotypical. But, that's how it is. That just gets me talking like Mr. Mushnick, so it gets me thinking like Mr. Mushnick. The second thing that I do, which is harder to demonstrate since I'm sitting down, but I have a different style of walking, where I'm scrunched over. I'm an old man. I've got bad knees, so I've got to walk funnily. That's not a word. I've got to walk oddly, and so just kind of getting into the literally walk the walk and talk the talk of Mushnick. And then the third thing that I think is true for any actor in a musical especially is I sing the songs that I have. I've got Mushnick and Son, Skid Row, Close for Renovation, You Never Know. So I sing the songs that I have. Songs and musicals are the best way that emotion is translated into your character. So I use the songs to get into said character, to get into the mode of a greedy old man who's tricking an innocent well, innocent kid to being his son so that he won't leave and take away his money plant. So yeah, that's how I, as Mr. Mushnick, Sam Payne, get into character.
Hey guys, my name is Stan Smythe. You can call me Stanley. People kind of call me all sorts of things. I play Orin Scrivello in our 2018 production of Little Shop of Horrors. Orin Scrivello, DDS, the dentist, whatever you want to call him. He's a sadistic, but he's awesome. He's hilarious. He's kind of the life of the show until he dies, because you really don't know if you're supposed to love him or hate him. I think the dentist is really funny because he's kind of supposed to be tall and has dark hair, and I'm those things. So it's really cool to be the bad guy for another show, because last year I was also the bad guy. A little bit about me. I'm kind of the one who always makes fun of theater people in the show, and I often make fun of my own love for theater and everyone who does theater, because I sometimes think that the people in theater are a little bit annoying. So I can make myself the bad guy actually with the cast, and they love me for it. But other than that, my brother is James. He plays Seymour, so it's great to have my little brother in the show with me and for him to have that dynamic with me. But yeah, being the bad guy kind of with the group and also in the show is a really fun time, and I'm just so excited for this show, because I may pretend like theater is not my thing and that I don't really do theater, but I've been doing it for 3 years now, and I did a little bit of it when I was a kid, and it really is a great thing, and I'm very excited for the show.
Hi, I'm Emma Nair. I play Crystal in Little Shop of Horrors at MUS, and getting into character, I actually feel like I don't really have to super get into character because I feel a little typecast, just 3 girls that kind of sing all the time and are kind of giggly and schoolgirly. Feels pretty typecast, but to get into character, I really try to bond with the other 2 girls so that we function as a unit and do the best that we can in our choreography and our harmonies and all of our blocking. I love doing MUS theater because I love the family there, and I love being with all of my friends and really connecting with people on a different level than in any other theater before. I hope you come see Little Shop of Horrors.
Hi, my name is Isabella Littleton. I play Chiffon, and what helps me get into character is really envisioning the thoughts and emotions of the character at the time of the scene.
Hi, I'm Nora James Eichner, and I'm playing Ronette, who is one of the doo-wop girls. And a way I like to get into character is to just think about how popular not wanting to go to school teenage girls would have acted in the 1960s. And I also like to think about how, since we're a Greek chorus, we have to be, wise and, all-knowing. And it's really interesting and really fun, and I'm having a great time with everyone.
Okay, so I felt that it was only fair, because I'm having all the leads kind of discuss who they are and who their character is and how they get into character, that I speak a few words on how I do that myself. So, if you haven't realized yet, I'm Michael Bain. I play Audrey in Little Shop of Horrors. Audrey is a very interesting character because people either play her of 3 ways. Really dumb, oh that's a human. Really dumb, super Jersey / New York, or too much depth. And I think all 3 need to be put together to really make a really good Audrey, which is going to be difficult because I have yet to start on my accent. Anywho, how I get a character is usually I try to do a lot of research on the character's background and find things in myself that I can relate to Audrey. Audrey is usually not someone of my complexion. However, she's usually really skinny and blonde, but I think there are things in her that every woman can relate to. They need to go out and be worldly, explore, be getting to know yourself before loving anyone else. And she's just really a pseudo inspiration, but when you're watching the show you don't realize it because she's a woman's woman, but then she's also always getting beat up. Wow, you're just gonna cover the camera like that? No, okay.
Stop, my hand hurt.
Ryan, got any ways you get into
character? Well, first of all, since Michael's driving, the way that I would get into the crew feel is, first of all, I put on my shoes I have shoes that I use for crew. It's like they're painted shoes. Well, I'm glowing right now. I'm glowing.
Straight up glowing, bro.
But for me, for crew, I usually don't have as important jobs as most people in the cast.
Very important.
It is important, but at the same time, I usually am not as important as I am for this show. And what I felt like for this show is that it's really daunting to have to make the plant for the show, because I'm so used to just getting something and just doing it in a day or two, and I have so much responsibility for this show that I don't really.
Too much, if you ask me.
Oh my God!
We're fine.
That's all, folks.